The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Right to the air is Burrow. He completes it to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Burrow will throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact way on time there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, on his Brian Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Multiple players come back for their team's first sack of the game. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Drops, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Robbins now. Now Hill to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Ravens at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole. They gave some needed players perfect they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They go play action with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, here's Mitchell, flexing his muscle at the 30, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On second down, Jackson. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., 70 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Take it to him. Come on, focus, boys. Let's air it out there, fellas. Got this. Let's light them up, heroes. Let's get some points on the board.
Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series. Because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
McPherson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that's caught have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. That slices the lead down to 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Looking deep here for Chase. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On that punt, Brad Robbins. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Hill. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
82 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Right back to Mitchell here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
No way, you're kidding.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mitchell going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Once more with Mitchell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off for the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They'll start out here with the option left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, hold it and get good yardage himself.
121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped down the line of scrimmage.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson. Zay Flowers, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. An inside give, Brown. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that. Remember, it was a big play, but they could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell-cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
here now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
In motion left goes Jones. Burrow on play action. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Ravens 31, Bengals 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Jackson now. Open man right side is Tony. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. They run over center with Mitchell. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. Able to push his way through. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Brown is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Quick slant here to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Jackson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Now Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Here's Sean Bateman, 47 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Well, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. That's selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11.
Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mixing up the middle. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Burrow. Able to find Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing, Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will finally be taken down. But just a massive play there to get him to the outskirts of field goal range. And some room to work. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Back to Mixon on 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bengals, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.